welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and I am here with some more Amazon finds. So I've never filmed at this time of day, so my apologies that the sun is creating weird shadows today, but it's filming day, yay! Which means I get to spend the whole day with you so that you can spend the rest of the month with me. So so I was gonna start out by taking a drink of my beverage of choice for this morning, but when I went to screw the cap off, it was already broken. So if it was one of my kids that did that, I can still drink it, but if it came from the store, yuck. So I had to send a message out to see if anybody had done that. But yeah, this is well, natural light. Well, then you got the fake light on too, but all right, well, let's get started. So these are items that I got for free from Amazon in exchange for a review on the product on the website. And I like to just haul it with you guys too, in case any of these things you might be interested in. And we've got the holidays coming up, so maybe we've got some gift ideas here. And if you like any of the things, there will be affiliated links listed down below in the description. All right, let's get started. So this first item, do any of you still use a real camera as opposed to the camera on your phone? Well, if so, and if it's small, you might like this little carrying case. Now, Jason ordered this, you can tell because it's purple. He was hoping that it would be big enough for his phone because then he'd be able to like put this on his belt loop. I'm trying to see where the opening is. Right here, it's right here. What do I have to do to open this correctly? Okay, there's a product coming up that's gonna explain. Oh, I gotta be smarter than the thing, but there's a product coming up that's gonna explain why I can't really, have no strength. But anywho, it's got a keychain clasp or whatever belt loop clasp, whatever you wanna call that. And then it's got this little pocket here to put your SD cards, your memory cards in here. And then this maybe would, what would you put in this? A cord? Maybe a cord, like a charging cord if you had one. Or, I don't think they make the Polaroid type cameras this small. I was gonna say you could put film in here if it was the flat film, but I don't know. And then there's one big pocket here to put the camera in, and it is not big enough for a phone, as you can see. Now, if you have one of those folding phones, it could probably work in here. But it's just a cute little, it's kind of a canvasy kind of material. Just a cute little thing. It might be great for young kids, like a young girl I could see who has her play makeup or wants to carry her jewelry with her if you want to find other reasons to use this besides a camera. But it's cute. It retails for $9.99 and it comes, this was violet. It also comes in beige, black, pink, and let me see. Oh, I thought it was showing that there was a pocket over here, but that's not a pocket. Okay. It works, okay, if you do have a camera, it's saying that it's compatible with Kodak Pix Pro and Camcorey. So it's only 30 grams weight, and it has got shock absorbing cotton in case you were to drop it, you wouldn't, want to damage your camera if you have that in there, and it's waterproof outside. And batteries. They're saying to put batteries in this pocket. So there you go. And every color is available for $9.99, and it's available for next day shipping if you have that in your area. Okay, gotta remember what bag these things come in. Next, you can see it kind of came pretty damaged. Boxes like this really don't stand up to shipping very well unless there's something sturdy enough inside the box. But this is a 5-pack marker set, black acrylic markers. But I think they're paint markers. Does it say that? Acrylic paint markers. So it's 5 different sizes. These are not mine, they're Jason's, so I don't want to start them. You know how you kind of have to prime this kind of thing? Okay, well, in the box it had a little plastic thing so that they would stay separate. But typically with a marker, a paint marker like this, you would have to prime the tip to get the color to start coming through. So we've got, I'll show you all the tips. This would be great for someone in your family, an artist, a sign maker. You know, if you've got someone in student council in your family, maybe they could use these at school. Oh, that's an interesting tip. It's not a chisel point, right? Do they say what kind of tip they are? They don't, but I'm presuming that this whole tube is filled with the ink, but maybe it's just color, you know, black plastic, but I don't think it is. I think it's all the, oh, and here's a, wow, they really smell just like you would expect from a big jumbo Sharpie kind of marker. So yeah, so I don't know. That seems like a really cool set here if you've got someone in your life that likes to draw graffiti art. As we can see from here, that's pretty cool looking. It says, okay, to prime it, it says to shake. So you shake the product and then you put the tip upward and press, letting the air out for 2 seconds. And then you press the tip several times down on paper or whatever. And then it's primed for you to use. And let's see if it says what. So there's a 0.7 millimeter. This is the tip sizes. 2 to 3 millimeter, 5 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and 15 millimeter tips. Can write various lines to meet multiple customized needs. All right, and I am not sure if they have this in other colors, so we will check that here when we check on the price. Sorry about that sound. I mean, the only thing I have use for, I could use the big one to write when we do our donations to the Women and Children's Fund. You always have to write some acronym on, like WAC or something, on the boxes that you put on your porch for pickup. So I could use the big one for that, but I do not have a use for that type of marker myself personally. All right. Oh, it works on wood and glass and fabric and canvas and metal and rocks. It's $9.99. It's available for overnight delivery, and it only comes in black. I was curious to see if they'd have, you know, some other colors for people that like to color with other colors. That'd be kind of neat, but nope, it's this seller only has it in black. All right, this is where we're going to embarrass myself. This is a grip strength tool, so I really need to use this. Now, Jason got this, and I believe it's got different settings. Now, my son, he is going to be 11 at the end of this month. Tried it and needed 2 hands. Jason, I believe, could use it with 1 hand, but it does have different settings, so you can make it, ow. Oh, I have a hangnail on that finger and I just caught it on something, sorry. Ugh. You know when you have a hangnail and you get your nail clippers out and you try to clip it away, but you can never get it quite close enough because that hurts. So you still end up leaving a little bit of the hangnail on there. I think that's what I've got here. And it's amazing how much pain something so small can cause. All right, so here is the grip strength. So if you, this really is a product that is designed for someone like me. I have no strength. So I, over the past 2 years, lost 100 pounds, and it didn't reveal any muscle. I don't think I had any muscle before. I don't have any muscle now. So I mean, you saw, granted, it wasn't that ring wasn't supposed to open the way I was trying to open it, but I really can't. I wouldn't be able to defend myself if I had to. I mean, it's like terrible. So something like this would actually be really good to help tighten this up, or not toning, maybe toning, I don't know, but just to help build the muscle back. And, you know, now that I'm 50, it's, you know, I don't know what age they say that it's harder to start, that you really can't build more muscle. I don't know anything about that stuff, but I feel like they say, you know, up until a certain age, it's really easy to build muscle, and after a certain age, it's increasingly difficult. I feel like maybe I would be in that age. Okay, so I think he put it on a smaller or a looser thing, because I can actually squeeze this. Now, it has a counter. Oh, it counts how many times you do this. So there's the counter, and there's instruction, or you can reset the counter, obviously. And then up here you've got to make it easier or harder, which pulls this out farther. So you can see I can't really do that one very well. So the closer it is to this end, I mean, it's like nothing. There's no resistance at this point. Still nothing. So okay, so I don't know, you guys. And then what does this do? I don't know. Let's find out. Were there instructions? There's no instructions in the box. There's no instructions on the box. They probably figure it's self-explanatory. Just twist the thing till you get it to where you want it to be. But let's see what that end point is. So this could be a good gift for a variety of people in your life. If you've got, like my son Gregory is wanting to start learning how to build muscle, so that might be, you know, a good. Okay, it's adjustable. Whoa, it's adjustable from 10 to 400 pounds. So, yowzer. It's got an alloy frame, titanium plated steel, non-slip handles. It did come with a strap if you want to, where does that go? Up here. If you want to be able to hang it or something. Ow, I just hit the hangnail again. I really should just wrap. Do I have anything I've got washi tape, but I probably don't want to wrap it with washi tape. Just something so it's not, do you ever just sit there and just kind of try to smooth it down thinking, oh, well, if I do that a bunch of times, it will not get caught anymore? No, that doesn't work. I should just put a dab of glue on it. Okay, it retails for $31.99, but there's currently a $10 off coupon. It's available for Prime overnight. And let's see. Oh, the strength adjustment. Not only do you turn it here, but you can also turn it here. So it's fully engaged this way. So then I think it's only, well, I'm not even strong enough to, oh, here we go. So I guess if you got this all the way is what they're saying, and you could still grip it. Well, now my thought is, okay, what if your hand is too small? Okay, so I think that's fully, yeah, so I can't move that at all. But if I could, wow, 400 pounds. So that's all. You guys, I just don't know about this part. I don't know if I'm just not strong enough to move it any farther, because this, I don't know, maybe it would allow this to come out farther. I don't know. But anywho, apparently you move this and this together, and at some point you get 400 pounds resistance. Oh, it serves as a window breaker. Yes, well, I should have recognized that. So if you're keeping it in your car to use while you're driving or something, or sitting at stoplights, and you have an unfortunate event happen, you can use that to break your window. And I should point out that it has a spot for each finger, so that you're getting, I don't know, oh, this should be my thumbnail. It won't be, but it should be. And then precision steel for a longer life. So this part in here. Now, my guess is that there's, because these rings are not touching each other yet, so my guess is that it might be able to go farther. If I had some grip strength, I might be able to turn that more. And I already showed you the counter, and then it's just, it shows you the old style spring. So this is the new style spring. So there you go. If that's, hopefully maybe you've got somebody in your life that would be super excited to get one of those. Now my problem would be, obviously this is my dominant hand, so if I have any muscle, there's more muscle over here than over here. Although I used to always carry my kids when they were young with this arm, so maybe this one has a little bit more. But I think for me it would be very hard to get even. Like, I'd really have to do a lot more practicing with that one. All right, this next item was marketed, I think, as an earbud or a earphone, headphone storage, like for a teacher in school, because, which that kind of sounds gross, but I'm pretty sure my kids' elementary schools were like this too, where they had to bring their own headphones or earbuds or something. So we always would get them from the Dollar Tree. But if they weren't allowed to keep them in their desk, you know, then they'd get lost. So I think this was designed for teachers to store headphones, as crazy as that sounds. I, of course, don't need to store that many headphones, and so I got it for a different reason. Let's see if I can find it so I can tell you for sure. Nope. So how you been? How's your day going? Mine's okay. I'll probably in the next video, because these videos are shorter, I'll probably in the next video tell you or have something for you guys to pray for my family for with my mom. Okay, headphone storage, that is how it's marketed, with lovely colored headphones in there. Anyway, I just got it to store really ephemera. So it comes with, it's like a shoe sorter, you know, only the pouches are smaller. So it comes with these hooks to go over the door. There's apparently four holes. Oh, what is this? Aw, headphone storage. That's awesome, you guys. I'm not going to use it for that, but I love this little sticker. And then it's got numbered stickers for each pouch. That way, you know, all the kids want to be 13. That's my favorite number. But yeah, so then you can put, that's nice. Okay, so if you need to store your headphones, great. Or, okay, you guys, brain fart here, or brain idea, whatever you want to call it. So I am trying to, by the end of this year, get set up to where I can do mystery bundles, where someone purchases like a 15 pull bundle. And I showed you in a previous video, I got these Sterilite drawers, because that seems to be the popular way a lot of creators do. They have a different item in a group of items in each drawer. You get a 15 pull bundle or a 25 pull bundle, or, you know, however many, and then you randomly, whether it's some people use cards that they've written a certain thing on the card, and so you randomly pick whatever you're using to draw, and then you open it and you go to that drawer and they get something from that drawer, etc. Well, I could do the same idea with this if I only had like 24, if I had 24 different things, and I could say, okay, well, I can offer small bundles of like 10 pulls. And so I'd pull, you know, I'd draw randomly to see which bins or pockets you got something from. But they're decent size pockets, right? Because they're expecting full headphones. So you've got the 4 holes up here to hang it, and then pockets that expand. So maybe I'm gonna have my Crow game cards in one, and so if I pulled whatever number spot this was, which I guess this would be 4, if I pulled a number 4, you'd get like 4 Crow cards, vintage Crow cards. So yeah, so I could definitely see doing that. or it's just going to be storage, and maybe I make this my storage for all my little die cuts. There's the word. Or maybe I want to put jewelry in here and put my big necklaces or something. Or maybe I want it to hold socks. I love socks. I've bought a lot of socks on this channel from Temu that my kids have stolen most of. This could also work for, you know, underwear, or maybe if you're super organized, which I don't understand people like that. It's because I'm jealous is why I say that. Maybe you get all of your, you know, you fill this up with socks, bra, underwear for each day. So you've got 24 days lined up. Maybe you have wallets you'd put in here. So, you know, the possibilities are endless. You probably could put flip-flops in here if you wanted to use it for shoes. But, so yeah, so I don't know exactly. It's going to be some kind of ephemera. Now, whether it's for mystery bundles remains to be seen, since that idea just kind of popped up out of nowhere. But yeah, I think this will have a lot. Well, this is like folding up a map. I didn't get it right. But lots of possibilities with this. I just think it's funny that see, that's a way to upsell something, right? You're a seller. You've got these shoe racks or whatever kind of racks. What am I going to do with these? Well, let's make one just for headphones. We'll throw in a couple sticker things and you're good to go. It would be perfect for the classroom. That's a marketing strategy. All right, let's see what you pay for such a thing. $17.99. Is it worth that? Probably not. I mean, you can, like I said, can you still get these at Dollar Tree? Well, probably you can now that it's not Dollar Tree anymore. So you could probably find something similar, although it was in pretty good shape. So I would say the ones from Dollar Tree that you would find would probably be that super thin canvas everywhere, as opposed to having a plastic, the pocket being plastic, and it was a pretty decent plastic. But $17.99, I don't know if it's worth that. Maybe. I guess it would depend on how long it lasted. But yeah, so here's a picture of somebody using it for toys. That'd be a great idea if you've got, like my parents, when my kids would come over, my old bedroom was like the playroom. And so they could put one of these on the back of the door, or could have put one of these on the back of the door and put little toys in that. Although I think that would have been a bit more visible than they would have liked, because it was also the spare bedroom if somebody came to visit. But it seems to be a quality product. I mean, it was thick, so definitely you could get a cheap one at a dollar store, but it would be cheaper. It wouldn't stand up and last as long. And since I'm going to be probably putting paper, and paper can get heavy, as you know, if you like boxes of books are like the heaviest boxes there are practically, unless it's got metal in it. So it's going to have to stand up to time. But yeah, it's available for 2-day delivery. Okay, I feel like I got something in my teeth. Did anybody in my family ever claim to drink my chocolate milk before me? Well, one kid said I did not, and Gregory claims he didn't either. Darn it, I really wanted, I love chocolate milk. But if it's already open, like, okay, I could see them, you know, oh, I don't want to make Mom mad that I drank some of her chocolate milk, but I don't want to throw it all away. So I hope somebody fesses up if they did do it. All right, the last thing for this video, I did save in my opinion, the best for last on this one. It is a candle warmer lamp. Beautiful box. Look at that. So I don't know that mine looks like that. I mean, I think the flowers are all just added artistry. But yeah, I'm looking forward to cutting this box up and using it for crafting. I say that every time, and do you guys, you know how you watch some things and you're like, no, you're not. You're never gonna do that. Like, so do you guys say that every time I say, well, I'm gonna do this with crafting? No, she's not. She's gonna just put this somewhere and never see it again. The box, that is. But I did do some crafting yesterday, and here's my problem. I still don't have, with all the stuff I've bought, I still don't have a good way to film my hands. And when I film with my phone, you guys, I know you're supposed to be able to just, there's instructions, that you're supposed to be able to just tether your, put your charging cord in your phone, stick it to your computer, and then just move the file right over there. For some reason, I don't know what it is, because it shouldn't matter that my computer is an HP and my phone is Apple. That shouldn't matter. But it takes hours to transfer the stupid file from my phone to my computer, you guys. And a lot of times I can't sit there and do that. And when I've tried to just use iMovie that's on my phone, well, I was able to successfully do that, but then when I exported it, it was flashing. So I couldn't use that either. Actually, no, it wasn't iMovie, it was CapCut, because I have a subscription to CapCut, so I can add music and stuff. But yeah, so once I did all that, it didn't work. So it's so, like, I know it's me. I know, because there's so many people that film with their hands. And so I don't know what my problem is. I've watched so many videos, which is how I determined to buy what I've bought to do it. And so yeah, so people ask me, are you ever going to do any of the crafting videos on your other channel? Well, I really, really hope so. I really, really do. But it takes time to figure out what I'm doing wrong, and I don't have all that time. All right, so it came wrapped pretty well. So I already took this off, which was around the lamp part. But so it looks like this when you take it out of the box. And they had 3 different versions of this, I think. I got this one because I think it looked the most industrial, which appealed to me. This looks like it's going to be the bulb. I'm not going to take that out, I don't think. So this is a great, I think I said that in a way that almost made it sound like I was saying the negative. This is a great gift idea for someone who really enjoys candles but does not want to have an open flame. So the idea is that you would put your candle here on the base, and it's going to heat it from above. And this is a super thick glass. It's really beautiful. There must be a bulb in here already. Is there? No. they were just protecting the conduit there, or whatever that's called. Okay, so we've got this beautiful bulb. You can move it so it's directly over the candle. You put the candle here. So some of you maybe have used candle warmers that are the same as mug warmers that heat from below. I never really had much luck with that because, yeah, it may heat up the candle down here, but the top of the candle is still, like, it takes a long time on one of those to heat up the whole candle so you can finally start smelling it. But with this, you can heat it from the top, and so it's melting and sending off the scent of the right away, you know, as it starts. So, okay, it says, warning, do not touch the lampshade while the lamp is working. So that means this will get hot, as you can imagine it would. And it looks like this. Again, I got the industrial, so I would have the black metal. And it has got a super long plug with this, so you can turn it on. You can set a timer. You can make it warmer or colder. So a lot of great things. This is an excellent, so my daughter has a lamp over there, and she's like, well, you could have just used mine. I was like, no, this was really pretty, so I want one for my own office area. And I've got in my office, I've got a lamp, but the lamp stopped working, and so I'm just gonna, I don't get my light from that anymore, so I'm just gonna take that out and put this in its place so that I can get some. My favorite all-time candle is Yankee Home Sweet Home. It's a pink candle, but it's a cinnamony scent, so I love that. And then Fall Creek Snickerdoodle. I don't even know if they still make Snickerdoodle, but they used to make Snickerdoodle, and that was my other favorite. But we were at a antique store the other day, because that's kind of what I did for my birthday. Jason and I went shopping. We went antiquing. Like, I'm not supposed to be buying any more of that stuff, but it was my birthday, so I did. But we went into an antique store, and there's almost always a seller that has candles. And this person had, you know, soy candles are really popular. Actually, that's probably the most popular. But anyway, I picked it up, and it was maybe this size, 19 bucks. And I'm like, $19 for a candle? No, I can't do that. But why are candles so expensive? Is it the time it takes to make it? Is it the ingredients, to get quality ingredients? It's just super expensive. I just wonder how many people are buying. I mean, and plus you've got, okay, not Bed Bath & Beyond, Bath & Body Works. You know, when they do their 3-wick candle sales, how does anybody compete with that is making their own, I guess? So I don't know. I don't know why candles are so expensive, but they are. But this would also be a good idea if I wanted to have one of these upstairs. We have cats, and I wouldn't want an open flame. Now, some of you would say you shouldn't even burn candle or have candles going around cats, and you're probably right, because I know essential oils, you got to be really careful with cats. So I did buy this for my office, which is down here where the cats don't come. But obviously, I like to also have a candle in the kitchen. The cats don't really go in the kitchen, and so I like to have a candle on the stove. But when I do it is an open flame. So well, this would be kind of bulky to put on a stove, but anyway. So this is my favorite thing from this haul by far. I think it's gorgeous. It does have other varieties, which I will show you here in just a second. When we check to see what the price is. And I just had one of those moments that, hey, everybody has, where I'm like, am I filming? I am. Okay. So I hate when it goes out of where I was. and I have to go back in. But it's at least easier to find stuff on here than on Temu. Man, I am so hungry. I really wish I could drink this chocolate milk. All right. Now, it did take a little bit longer for the candle lamp to come. I don't think it was a 2-day thing. Candle warmer lamp with timer, dimmable and adjustable height. Oh. So right here, you could adjust the height if you need to. Modern new home decor, vintage housewarming gifts. Oh yeah, it'd be great for that. It would be great for a Christmas gift too, or for if you've got a college student like I do, although she didn't take her lamp with her, but she could have. That would be a way she could do candles in her dorm room. Okay, so I got the industrial, which was $33.99. They do have a version that is called Natural Simplicity. Ugh. It's got gold instead of the black, but it is only $25.99. And then there is a Moody and Refined. Why does that look the same? Hold on, let me look. Okay, let me point this back out. So the base on this one is a light honey kind of wood. On the Moody and Refined, it looks like the same gold, but the base is darker. And I almost got the vintage green. If they'd had this one with the black metal, I would have definitely done it in a heartbeat, because it reminds me of libraries, and I used to work in a library, and libraries have green glass lamps. So I just don't like the gold. But that one is $33.99. And then the last one is Warm Amber Glow, which to me, you guys, this looks just like the first one, because it's got the honey base, but maybe this is different. Let me go look. That is also $33.99. So let me look and see if that, okay, yeah. So Moody and Refined, I should point that out. Not only did it have a darker base, it's also got a champagne colored light fixture and the warm amber. Okay, well, maybe not champagne, but amber colored. It looks more champagne colored to me. Glass. So there you go. It's a really sturdy, strong, it seems like it's worth that price. So, all right, well, that's it for this video. This video went a little bit long. Sorry about that. I will be back. It's filming day, so I will be back in the same outfit with 5 more great finds from Amazon. These are things that are relatively newly published to Amazon, so they do not have a lot of reviews in case you happen to be someone who makes your purchases based on the reviews. That's why I got them for free, was so I would do a review so that they could start building a following. So don't count them out just yet because they have so few reviews. But yeah, some of these, were there any bombs in this batch? I don't think so. I mean, the camera case is kind of small, but if you have a small digital camera, it's great for that. So that's probably my least favorite out of this. The stickers for the headphone thing was a nice surprise. But yeah, I think you've definitely got some good gift giving ideas for this holiday season in case you're still looking. All right, I will be back again in a couple days for you with some more Amazon. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, all the good things. I appreciate all of that. And stay tuned to see my special thanks for the members that have helped support this video, this channel. I appreciate it. And wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.